In my first class as an undergraduate in the field of political science, I was very much interested and curious to learn about what science has got to do with politics. I mean, you could hardly point at any political leader carried out any form of scientific exploration or any form of scientific experiment. So, why then is there a scientific application in the study of politics? Or rather, what is the science in the study of politics? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we'll be diving into a fundamental question in the field of political science, which is why is political science a science? But for us to better appreciate the objective of why political science is a science, it is very pertinent for us to give a little background on politics, science, and then the objective of today, which is why political science is a science. If you're just joining us on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell to continue to get more related political science topic like this one. Let's get started. Simply put, political science has to do with the scientific study of politics. Well, a little insight on politics. Politics is derived from the Greek word polis, which means city or state. While there are several definitions on what politics is and what politics is not, basically, politics just involves the act of making decision in the management of the states or states. That is when you refer to as international politics, which involves other states. So politics entails a whole lot of activities which are involved in the management of the state. This includes power exercise, governance, influence, compromise, competition, and the likes of it. So politics is basically how people make decisions in the management of their affairs, either directly or through their representatives. So we move over to the next, which is science. Science is derived from the Latin word scientia, which simply means knowledge. So simply put, science is all about the acquisition of knowledge about the world around us. But then to acquire this knowledge of the world around us, science follows a systematic step, which are known as the scientific method. This scientific method starts from observation, asking a question, generating hypotheses or developing hypotheses, and then you experiment, which is testing the hypothesis, and then you gather data, and then you analyze the data, and then you make your conclusions and theory. Some of the basic features of science are objectivity. This means that science has to do with facts. You have empiricism, which talks about the fact that science is practical, it is based on observation, it is measurable. And then you talk about universality, which has to do with the fact that scientific theories, scientific laws can be applied anywhere and at any time, and then it gives same result. And then you talk about the issue of replicability. Experiments conducted in science can be replicated at different locations at different time, you get the same result. And you also talk about the issue of predictability, which means that scientific theories as well as scientific experiments can be carried out to predict future outcome. But then comes the question, can politics be studied the same way as you have it in the natural science? Because politics concerns people, the government, and the state. Can science then be applied in the study of politics? So some of these questions are, can human behavior be predicted? Because predictability is one of the features of science. Can human behavior be predicted? Can politics be studied objectively, since humans would always be influenced by their values and their belief? Can human behavior be measured? Can political events be predicted with precision, like you have it in science? Can political events, political phenomena be replicated? Because replication is one of the features of science. And also, can theories in politics be universal? Because universality is one of the major features of science. These were some of the questions raised as to the application of science in the study of politics. But then political science is regarded as a science because political science applies same systematic method inherent in science. This means that political science actually applies the scientific method in its acquisition of knowledge in the area of politics. This is to say that scientific methods are not only used in the study of animals or plants, but it can also be used in the study of politics. As stated earlier, this scientific method starts from the process of observation, you asking a question, then developing a hypothesis, and testing the hypothesis, gathering data, analysis of the data, then conclusion, and then the theory. So political science actually apply this method in its acquisition of knowledge in the field of politics. So this upholds its scientific status. And also, same way that science has different methods in the conduct of research, political science also have different methods in the conduct of research. In political science, we have the qualitative method, which talks about content analysis, interview, and you also have the quantitative method, which has to do with statistics, econometrics, and the rest of it. These different methods are used in the study of complex political phenomena. The same way that science has its own set of theories and law that explain scientific phenomena, political science also has its own set of theories and models that help in explaining political processes, events, and outcomes. On the issue of prediction, one of the hallmarks of science is its ability to make predictions. Political scientists develop theories and models to be able to predict electoral outcomes, policy impacts, and other things that constitute politics. But then, while these predictions are not always perfect, like you have it in natural sciences, they provide valuable insight to political outcomes as well as political processes. So, what this means is that political science doesn't need to have 100% accuracy in prediction, but so long as it can be able to provide insight to political outcome, this substantiates its scientific status. In essence, while political science may not follow the exact method in natural sciences, it actually meets the criteria of its scientific status because it follows the scientific method in the acquisition of its knowledge. Political scientists are also engaged in building theories. Political science also has its own method of collection and analysis. And also, using different models and theories, political outcomes and events can be predicted, even though not as precise as you have it in natural sciences. But then, since political science studies the people, the government, and the society, it is often regarded as a social science. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel as this encourages the channel. Also turn on the notification bell to be updated as we'll be posting more political science related topics. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.